characters. We saw him yesterday with Kazuya, and when he knows the match is not working, he rather to change into Ken. You know, these characters are very underrated because of their own hard playstyle. You know, playing these characters, or how we call here the shotos, isn't that easy as it looks. You may say, oh no, it's pure mashing, but no, you gotta know when to use the techniques. And now the situation for DieG0d is a bit harder because the Monado is one of the most ranged swords. So gaining an entrance it's a bit hard for DieG0d, and he's playing the most closest he can.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's one of the longest words. If you don't count Kirby's, what was it called? The smash with the smash ball. No, I don't. What was this moves called? I don't remember them. Well, I haven't played with a smash ball for so long. But I just the smash is it? No, it wasn't like that. Damn, I have forgotten. But yeah, never mind. So yeah, returning back to the match we have right here that FuerzaDON is applying so much pressure with that smash art already, and we were talking about it before that the smash art is I think is one of the most broken mechanics of this game. Well, not maybe not the most, but one of the most broken mechanics because you're able to make such comebacks within the matter of seconds. I mean, just a hard read as we saw in the previous set against against a stronghold where he caught him off guard with a charge up with the smashers, and he was able to turn back the situation and already applying so much pressure. Yeah, God, but the knight double parry evil moment number 37, but the switch to the shield are actually saving, but it is not going to save you from that shoryuken that causes your jump.
Yeah, you know, the jump R actually decreases Shulk's defense, so having all that damage and the straight of the true Shuriken was enough to bust him up. And as I was saying, DieG0d is attempting to get as close as he can, because you may say Shulk is a good player, is a good character, but he is still very slow. So distance is the only tool that FuerzaDON have now, and he is extending the most of he can. You know, preventing DieG0d to getting an entrance is important, and the FuerzaDON knows it. So that's why he's always keeping its own circle with the Monado, and he's not abusing of the Monado arts. He knows that playing even with Vanilla Stroke is something that may have more benefits than changing into a Monado art.
Yeah, definitely. And already trying to work with a two stock, just applying so much pressure once again with the speed art, which we have mentioned before. Not a lot of characters can deal up with the speed art, and oh my god, the last hit of that combo actually pushed him a little bit far away. So the shield would have been broken in that situation, and this is where DieG0d needs to be really careful. But again, the switch to the shield R in the middle of that string is going to save FuerzaDON already at 129%. DieG0d needs to be really careful, but there's nothing that could save you from that fair.
Yeah, man. The situation that the god was suffering was the same that we saw previously with Shaw. He was actually having nowhere to run. Um, Ken, as I say, he's a close combat character. Trying to defeat over the Monado is not easy, unless that when he's having all the space to cover all your options. So rolling, attempting to get up attack, or even a neutral get up was not the best option for DieG0d. But man, what else can he do? Jump or losing control to the stage? That's a strong pressure situation that he was having. Even with that, he didn't change to another character. He's still playing with Ken.
Yeah, Ken masters, he feels really comfortable with this character. I mean, yesterday we saw him playing also Ryu, if I'm not mistaken. But I guess he just clicks a little bit better with Ken. You know, the eternal rival. I mean, if you could call it like that from Ryu. Well, not rival per se. I don't like that word, but his uh all reliable training partner. Let's leave it like that. And yeah, right now FuerzaDON is applying, just trying to apply the pressure with the speed art, but DieG0d is actually maintaining the advantage state right now, putting FuerzaDON up in the stage and the shield surviving to that strings that we know that they are super deadly because they can definitely break your shield. FuerzaDON switching up to the monster art, trying to deal as much damage as possible. And yeah, I believe DieG0d actually wanted to bait that shield art from FuerzaDON because he was facing the other way. I don't know if that was his input, but nonetheless, pretty nice awareness from DieG0d, just realizing that he has been able to shift from that conversion, but now you're not gonna escape from that, and the Shoryu is going to take off your first stock.
I've noticed something important on FuerzaDON's game, and that is that every time that he's on disadvantage, he's starting to abuse a lot of the Monado arts. You know, in the previous game, we saw when he was having the control, he barely uses the Monado arts, and now that he is having a strong disadvantage state, he's using as much as he can. But you gotta be careful because this is not something the most optimal stuff. You know, wasting the one of the Shulk's most important moves is something that you should be very careful about. And man, for now, FuerzaDON is lacking all of the most important Monado arts. 1-0, FuerzaDON. Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay.
No,
don't worry.
No,
Yeah.
the stream master was missing, but man, here we still. Okay, as I was saying.
Exactly.
As I was saying, FuerzaDON now is maybe on an even situation, but as I say, I I don't know, man. I like to see how this is going because FuerzaDON can take
it is definitely going crazy.
Yeah, he can take actually the game back really fast, but now he's struggling a lot, and you gotta be careful because all the Monado arts are double-edged swords, ironically.
Exactly. And with the monster art, it can get really tricky for Ken. I was about to say Rio, but for Ken, because just being able to deal that amount of damage to kind of a heavy character like Ken is just so important in this type of matches. Because you don't want to be dealing with a heavy character, a heavy hitter like Ken with rage. And once again, the nice switch coming off from FuerzaDON's part, just being able to avoid that conversion. And the read with the jump with that shorty that catches up FuerzaDON with trying to escape that situation. A major reaction. I mean, I don't know if it was a read or it was a reaction. If it was a reaction, this man is a computer. But if it was a read, this guy is definitely a librarian. Because wow.
Oh no, I'm seeing FuerzaDON struggling a lot. Look, I didn't mention previously, but there's another factor that is having DieG0d on a strong advantage state, and that is the stage itself, because the small battlefield is a small stage, and one way or another, you have to be having a lot of space within characters, with low characters, with no man, the footstool.
What?
No, FuerzaDON was
Oh my god.
FuerzaDON was having a rough time there, and I think that on its attempt to get the stock, well, man, I don't.
It backfired.
Yeah,
It definitely backfired.
yeah, oh no, that was something sad. But now the set has turned even 1-1.
Exactly. Here we have it. It puts the 1-1 on the table, and we're going to game number 3. And yeah, we're going to final destination. And you know what that means whenever you're facing an FGC player. But I thought he was gonna choose Kazuya. It actually surprised me. I mean, no. Well, let me correct myself. I assumed that as an FGC player, he would have like maybe a pocket Kazuya, because that's where the meta is shifting right now. If they left open Final Destination, it is always nice to have a pocket Kazuya. But anyways, focusing on what we have in front of us right now, we're seeing once again King Master versus Shulk in Final Destination, already starting up a little bit aggressive with that grab, and we haven't seen a switch up with Buster right now, trying to deal the most damage. Nice reverse there, trying to keep up. DieG0d at bait, just spacing himself real well. He doesn't want to let DieG0d actually enter his zone, and now we have the switch up to the speed art. Just and this is where Chen actually has a little bit of trouble, as we mentioned before. He's not quite able to keep up with that speed, and a lot of characters can. And then just keep applying so much pressure already. He got at 73%. He's at the ledge. He's trying to punish it. He gets it with that reverse snare, but the Packer misses, and FuerzaDON and just couldn't concrete that punish, that edge guard. But now he gets it with that spike.
I Firstly, I thought that this match was like a bit on disadvantage for FuerzaDON due of the lack of projectiles. But now, okay. Oh no, double spiked! Wow, that was a fast start for FuerzaDON, and now, man, as I was saying, for a moment, okay.
Oh my god.
Wow, that was a strongly hardened third attempt, but he didn't manage to get it. That would be amazing. Get the set by a triple spike.
Imagine that, and just missing by a teeny tiny bit, because he was pretty much he had the read that situation. He just was not well positioned to punish that high recovery from DieG0d. Already nice side B trying to recover the center stage, but he looks like he's kind of struggling, and it is really hard to be facing a show with a two-stock lead right now, because as I mentioned before, whenever Shulk has an advantage, he can pretty much decide the pace of the match. He can just cap you out if he wants, or he can be overly aggressive because he has a one-stack advantage already. DieG0d at 94%, 105%, and we have the smash arts, but amazing get up attacking in order to avoid that punish from FuerzaDON. DieG0d manages to survive to this interaction and gets back to the stage pretty much safely, but FuerzaDON just keep applying so much pressure, just sending him backwards up in the blast, and just doesn't want to let DieG0d recover stage control. He want to end it now.
Well, FuerzaDON is mad. He's always looking for a spike attempt, and that may leave him into a situation that you were not like to be. However, the Hadouken was evaded, and then he ran directly to rush him with that dash attack using the Smash Monado art. Wow. As I say, it looks like FuerzaDON is actually mad, and he said, "Oh no, you're not gonna do it again." However, I like the stage chosen, because even with the projectile on game, FuerzaDON avoided every attempt of DieG0d to get a stage control, and he was always attempting to take him down. And man, I don't know how that two spikes affect him on his gameplay, but looks like FuerzaDON was having a really good time on Final Destination. Now, which stage will he choose? Okay, maybe Town City? Yep, they're heading to Town City, and man, that's a bigger stage where maybe FuerzaDON or even DieG0d can survive a bit longer.
Yeah, being able to survive a bit longer is definitely what you want in this type of matchup, but let's see how this turns out with the shift of the Joker. I mean, one of the most I think one of the most iconic characters from or dear Leo, who's right now playing versus Aquila. and the London Invitational. But let's focus on the match that we have over here. Amazing set so far. This is game number 4 already. This is the chance for Diego to turn the tables back and put the game number 5 on the table already, starting quite strong. And I think one of the things that is going to help DieG0d in this situation is the fact that he has Arsene. And just having Big Brother Arsene behind your back, literally and figuratively, it is quite a lot of help as you're able to close out the stocks and you're able to just punish a little bit more son of Shulk's option as we're seeing right now, but his squad is struggling to trying to get into Shulk's son. He got it with the down throw and putting 94% onto DieG0d, who's just not being able to connect anything right now, struggling, and Big Brother Arsene is gone the jump, which he almost read. I mean, he had the read, but once again, he was a little bit misspaced in that situation for the only at 54%, and the F tilt is going to close out DieG0d's bear stock.
Oh my! I don't know how FuerzaDON managed to adapt that fast to a game where the pressure is always present on you. Okay, that was a nice attempt to get the stock quickly, but the the jump art wasn't delayed too much, and after the second hit, he managed to gather once again the art and recover the stage. But now I think for FuerzaDON, he's playing really aggressively now. It's like, alright, you are fast, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna actually get me. Oh my, that was a strong read there, but the read of the read. FuerzaDON avoided the attack. Okay, no reaction from DieG0d. Very careful, because sometimes you may wonder why the FuerzaDON actually changes into the buster mode when you can receive a lot of damage easy, as you receive as you do. But man, that percentage is really dangerous for FuerzaDON. But you know, Shulk cheats. So okay, as I was saying, Shulk cheats, and he's still taking that stock. But I don't think he's gonna get the state. Nope, he didn't get it. Even tanking all the stuff, and even with the shield art, that wasn't enough to reach the stage. However, that 86% over DieG0d is a situation where he is trying to survive the most of he can. FuerzaDON has left the formalities, and now it's playing on a full aggression gameplay. And you know, Shulk isn't a character that you can actually play him that way because of his low movements. However, DieG0d is not able to rush him down because FuerzaDON is playing a wall within, and the only thing that he has, the Monado.
Yeah, the Monado being just kind of one of the main tools here in order to try to deal with Joker's tools. Already at 32% of the ledge, this is where FuerzaDON actually shines, just trying to apply that much edge pressure to the edge guardian, but DieG0d manages to recover the center stage, punishing with that side B, already putting him in 120, 629, and it gets taken already, almost with the stuck Dome 4, but he is just holding on to that, but the dash attack was just enough. I think he missed the shield by just quite a bit, and this is back to one stuck abyss again.
Okay, now we're getting stage control for FuerzaDON once again. And I don't know exactly how DieG0d is not managed to get in an entrance. He's playing like really fearsome, but here we have once again the spot dodge read, and man, DieG0d loses to FuerzaDON 3-1. You know, I was feeling like DieG0d was having a lot of struggling with that gameplay. He was taking a lot of panic options, and he wasn't playing as aggressive as we usually see the Joker players. It was like
Yeah,
he was playing a lot backward. And for characters like Joker, well, what can you do when the opponent is not nearby you?
exactly. I mean, besides just throwing outside base, which you can pretty much react to that and shield. I think one of the best options that that DieG0d should have gone for is what you're mentioning, my dear Corvus. Just being over aggressive in some situation, but not actually overextending. You know, because if you overextend, you